So I've got 11 2x8s cut 42 inches wide, making a table here. 2x8s are like about 7¼ inches wide actually, so about 8 inches long on the total, on the dimensions on this table. And these are just laid out obviously, but I'm going to make the legs detachable so it's easier to maneuver in and out of a house. So I'll show you what I'm going to do for that. On my miter here, there's a little stop you can adjust, and I laid a 2x4 down and put the blade on it and then just tightened it till it picked it up off the 2x4 just a little bit. So basically I have about 1.5 inches of stop. I've come in and marked from the end and just laid a 4x4 here where I've notched out, and then just, you know, every 1/4 inch or so, a little less, just made a cut all the way down till it stops. I'll just come in here with a hammer and a chisel and knock that out, and then I'll have a nice notch. So I'll do, you know, one of those on each side of that, and then another one for the other side, and that'll wind up getting screwed to the bottom of those, the tabletop, so they all stay together, and that's the attachment point on that. And then I'll just drill some holes through here and the legs, and it'll bolt into that, so it'll be removable and pretty sturdy, and that way the 4x4 legs won't have any play this way, and they should be pretty secure. Alright, I got that notched out. It's still a little rough, but I'll finish that up. It's just scrap 4x4, but you can see it fits in there pretty good. There's a little bit of wiggle room, just I guess because of the width of the saw blade, but that will make it easier to install, I guess, give you a little play. And then when you put 2 bolts in there, it'll keep it from moving. If you'll notice, I got 2 blocks right here for this. What that allows is when I was cutting, I could hold it tight up against some blocks and still get to the center of my saw blade there, because if I had it all the way at the back of the board wouldn't cut all the way down, because the center of the blade would stop like right here, so it'd be a little shorter back here. But anyway, like I said, get that done 3 more times and start putting this thing together. Alright, I got these legs notched out. I went ahead and notched the leg post just like I did this, so it fits in there good and snug. And then just put 2 1/4 inch bolts. They're 5 inches long. I probably could have went a little shorter, but I was originally planning on not notching that out as much, but I think it's going to be a little sturdier this way, since it'll have that to rest on now too. But anyway, I'll get this thing flipped over and we'll take a look at it, and then all I'll have left to do is sand it and stain it. Got her stood up. I did come in and just come across the bottom with a 1x4 there. Just took a measurement from the edge of this to the edge of that, brought it down, keep those nice and square. Legs will still be removable since I've only got it attached to 2 of them. Did it on both sides there, as you can see. And there's the top right there. I have to come in, like I said, and just sand this. Everything sat pretty flat except for right where those legs were. I guess they kind of stick up just a little bit. Probably a 3/16 of a rise right there on this end. I can plane that down or something. Won't be too bad though. And then just clean these edges up right here. Get her stained and sealed. Another quick little tip. This is all reclaimed lumber that I've been using, so it's got nail holes and screw holes, because it was actually crates the guy broke down. He sells them to me pretty cheap, so that's what I use. I don't have a planer, which would be ideal, I guess, especially for building a table. But what I have done is I've tried to make the transitions between boards as smooth as possible, and all I have is a palm sander. So what I've done is just between each board, just kind of beveled the edge as much as I could. I went ahead and did that to everything, and then where each board meets, what I did got some cabinet clamps and a little piece of scrap and clamped them down so they were pretty tight. And then just took a finishing nailer and toenailed those boards together. And they're like 18 gauge nails, so they don't hold a lot, but you can see like it still comes up a little bit. That's why I sanded it first, so that bevel kind of makes up for what comes up there. That looks awful right here, but let me drop this one. And you can see there's a little bit of bow in that board there, but that transition is pretty smooth. And at least gives the appearance, you know, that everything's smooth. And turned out pretty good. Let me see if I can get a wide shot here. Don't know how well you can see this, but pretty good. I redid the braces also. I just had that one going across the bottom there, but I just took my miter and cut 30-degree ends on those, and then just took that same finishing nailer and nailed this one to this side, and this one to the inside. Looks the same on the inside. Made a little X there for a little more stability, and it's pretty solid. And then these benches are just like the ones that I did in my other video with a little bit less recline. But turned out pretty good. I'll get some pictures posted up once I get it wiped down and stained. And let me know what you think down in the comments.